I would say that the cello is it's my favorite instrument. Maybe I'm biased. It has a lot of range. It can go super low. It can go super high. It's very versatile. You can play classical music. You can play jazz music. You can play R&B. You can play hip hop. You can literally do anything you want. Prior to me knowing about the cello or learning classical music, I literally knew nothing about it. I come from a very gospel family. My mom is very heavily involved in the church, and my dad is a super big hip hop head. He loves hip hop and rap music. So before getting introduced to the cello, I literally had no kind of base to go off from about classical music. I got started with the cello through an after-school program called MISO, Milwaukee Youth Symphony Orchestra. They had a program for 3rd and 4th grade inner city students in Milwaukee. The program was called the Progressions Program. The significance of a program like Progressions, it just allows students to have access to resources and to a wide array of musical education by top professionals in the city of Milwaukee and also just all around the world. So if it weren't for them, I wouldn't have been able to have access to those things. My Progressions program teacher was actually my teacher from Progressions program until I graduated from high school. Ravenna Helson, she became like a second mom to me.
Let's make sure it's really straight. I think every child should have an opportunity to see if they are musicians. When Malik plays, from the very beginning, he had a voice that was clear and authentic. And so with Malik, it was really pulling him along to understand that the tools that he was learning were really going to be helpful to him later on, because he couldn't even dream about it when he was 8 or 9 or 10 or 11.
She always just challenged me to be a better person, a better musician, just express myself in a way that I never have before, and really try to connect with my audience or whoever I'm playing for. There was a lot of times where I wanted to quit, especially playing cello so young, at a young age, especially as a black kid. There's not a lot of, there wasn't a lot of people who looked like me, playing a classical instrument. So she definitely just inspired me to just keep going, and she knew I had a talent, and it was something that I had to share with the world. Some people know me as 99 the producer. So yeah, I guess I got turned into him. So yeah, 99 is my alter ego, I guess, my performance name. When I'm playing, I kind of envision myself just in my own world, doing my own thing, at peace, clear mind. I imagine myself lifting off, floating somewhere. I think about the people I love the most. I think about what I'm playing, how it can connect with my audience. But yeah, part of my mission growing up was I wanted to kind of do something different with the cello. I wanted to expand the boundaries of what people have already seen with the cello. So I do find myself playing a lot of contemporary pieces and more modern kind of songs. I've been blessed. I really have been blessed. I was able to travel to Europe with MISO when I was 14, 15, or I think 15 years old. Definitely a lot of stuff with the Matt Jones Orchestra. I've been able to work with Kirk Franklin. We're on his Grammy Award-winning album, Long Live Love, which also led me to be on Tiny Desk with PJ Morton through NPR, record with John Legend on his Christmas album in 2018. I've been able to produce for Masego. I produced on his last album, Studying Abroad, which got nominated for a Grammy. What else? I remember people used to ask me like, Malik, would you ever teach one day? I was like, no. But teaching is so beneficial. It's so helpful. It's so transformative. I teach through the Wisconsin Conservatory, and I'm placed at the Woodland School here in Milwaukee. I'm happy that I can share this gift with others and, inspire kids to play the cello or violin or viola or whatever they want to play. I hope my presence demonstrates that you can do anything that you want to do. I got started with the cello through classical music, but I found myself being able to take my classical training and transform that into something very special. I hope my story represents passion. I hope it represents the fact that if you put your mind to anything, you can do it and you can succeed and be great at it.